Wallace Stegner is a public charter school for kids who want a little bit more out of their traditional education experience. It's for kids who want to go to college one day or explore facts about the world that they aren't getting in their current schools. We ask kids to really engage with a class. We ask kids to stand up and express themselves in complete sentences. And when our kids are sitting in class, they aren't just absorbing like sponges. We'll ask them to do something called a turn and talk. And a turn and talk is where you turn to the person next to you and you might answer a question or discuss a topic. One key detail that's often left out in K-12 education is teaching students how to engage on that level. We as adults do it often in our jobs, in our offices, and on the job sites, but kids don't know. We don't take that for granted. So we actually teach kids to turn their bodies and face the person they're talking to. We ask them to speak in complete sentences loud enough so they can hear each other. And then maybe most importantly, we ask them to listen to each other. And we practice these skills.
And they said, you gotta come to our school. You gotta come to our school, you gotta see what Wallace is about. I go over to the school with zero expectation, thinking that I'm not gonna like it. And I go down there and I just fall in love with the school. First room I walked into, just the feel of it, just how amazing they are. Walked into another classroom and then I said, well, okay, so you basically let me pick the best teachers. I was like, this is a scam. I was like, he was like, send me to the worst, right? He's like, pick wherever you want. Picked into it and just fell in love. I mean, class after class after class. I got to meet staff. I fell in love with everybody. I mean, it really was love at first sight for me.
Come and speak in class, be excited about class, because if they're not excited, they're not gonna wanna come to school. And that's one thing I've heard from parents all the time. Like, they're so excited to come to school, they're so excited to come to your class, they love being in there, and that's what I want. And they taught me all of that for them to be better for them.
There are 5 houses at Wallace Stegner, and the houses are groups from 3rd grade to 8th grade. We have this huge ceremony at the beginning of the year for the younger kids so that they get to be sorted into their houses. You have a house leader every year. We do team building exercises to help little kids get excited to grow up and be in the older ages, and to help reduce things like bullying or kids that maybe don't have bigger friend groups, making sure that they know that they're welcome and that they are loved and they deserve to have the same experiences as school as maybe those kids that do have more friends.
So our kids, they come from around our school, and when you look at our test scores in West Valley, our scores are 2 times the neighborhood schools around us. And then when you look in our Salt Lake campus, they're 2 to 3 times the neighborhood schools around there.
Our school's been #1 in test scores amongst the nearest 20 schools to both of our campuses since both schools opened. We're #1 because we take things seriously. We sweat the small stuff. If you don't let kids fall through the cracks, they're able to actually start performing on the grade level that they're at. We see kids come to us in kindergarten who are really almost nonverbal, speaking in one-word sentences, and by the time the kids are in 3rd or 4th grade, honestly, they're winning the science competition. They're able to stand up and address an entire classroom with a thought, and they're willing to take risks with their ideas because they've had this practice in expressing themselves in front of other people. We think that's how you build leadership skills, and it's how you build the citizens of the future.
The thing that I would say to parents considering signing their kids up would be do it. It's an amazing school, especially if you have students that are struggling a little bit either socially or academically. This has definitely been a school to blossom for that. I'm very happy with my decision to bring my children here. I'm really sad because Brixley ages out this year and we just don't know what we're going to do without Wallace.